sit in a comfortable meditation. Close the eye. Put the attention on the silence that is always there deep in. Connect with that deep inner silence. Become that silence. You are the silent witness. Now watch the conscious thinking mind and listen to the words of the Yoga Vasishtha. Book 4, Chapter 57. Continuing with verse 34. A man may be the Lord of the world, or he may pierce through the clouds and search heaven by yoga. Yet he cannot enjoy the solace of his soul without his knowledge of it. I admire those high-minded men who have large, bravely subdued their senses. It is from them that we have the remedy to remove the curse of our repeated births. I see every place filled by the 5 elements, and a 6th is not to be seen anywhere in the world. Such being the case everywhere, what else can I expect to find in earth or heaven or in the regions below? A wise man relying on his own reason and judgment steps out from the abyss of the world as easy as he leaps over a ditch. But he who has cast aside his reason finds the world as wide as the broad ocean. The man of enlightened understanding looks upon this globe of the earth like the bulb of a kadamba flower, round as an apple or a ball. He neither gives nor receives nor wants anything in this world. Shame on the foolish who fight for this tiny piece of earth and wage warfare, destroying millions of their fellow creatures. How can anyone live and enjoy the blessings of this world for a whole kalpa when he cannot escape the sorrow consequent on the loss of all his friends during that period? He who has known the self has no craving for earthly bliss within himself, because he knows the gain of all the 3 worlds can never lead to the strengthening of his soul. But the avaricious are not content with all they have. And like the body of this earth, is not full with all its hills and mountains and surrounding sea. There is nothing in this earth or in the upper or lower worlds which is of any use to the sage acquainted with spiritual knowledge. The mind of the self-knowing sage is one vast expanse, like the spacious sky. It is tranquil and sedate and unconscious of itself. It views the body as a network of veins and arteries, pale and white as frost and all cellular within. It sees the mountains floating like foam on the surface of the transparent ocean of Brahman. It looks upon consciousness as blazing brightly like the sun over the mirage of existence. It finds the nature of the soul to be as extensive as the ocean, containing creation as its wave. It considers the all-pervasive to be like a big cloud raining down in showers of scriptures and knowledge. Fire, moon, and sun, as every opaque atom in nature, appear as fuel in a furnace that needs to be lit by the blaze of the intellect. All embodied souls of men, gods, and demigods move in the wilderness of the world, feeding upon their fodder of food like deer grazing in their pasture. The bones are the latches of this dungeon. The head is its roof. The skin its leather, and the blood and flesh of the body are like the drink and food of the imprisoned. Men are like dolls, covered with skin for the amusement of children. They are continually wandering in quest of food, like cattle running toward their pasture ground. But the high-minded man is not of this kind. He is not moved by worldly temptations. Just as a mountain is not shaken by a gentle breeze. The truly great and wise men rest in the highest place of eminence, in which the stations of the sun and moon are seen in their lower regions. It is by the light of the Supreme Spirit that all the worlds are lit, and the minds of all are enlightened. But the ignorant are immersed in the ocean of ignorance and nourish only their bodies in disregard of their souls. Vishishta is again describing the goal, not the path to the goal. We can't just become high-minded. We can't just ignore our desire. All this must come spontaneously when we connect with the silent witness. So he is describing what it's like when someone is connected with the silent witness. When someone is witnessing all from the level of the unconscious mind in the Manomaya kosha. We know this because he mentions in a previous verse that this high-minded person he's speaking about is observing the universe from an area that is beyond the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are celestial realms. Surya Loka, Chandra Loka. They do have a physical component, but they have also a very strong celestial component. It is the celestial component that is giving the light and energy behind these two celestial bodies. What we are seeing are two physical bodies that are illuminated from within. The moon is not just reflecting the light of the sun, but it has its own illumination from within it. Just like the sun has its own illumination from within it. And when we connect with the Manomaya kosha level of the silent witness, then we can truly see the universe with our celestial senses, which are similar to the pratibha, transcendental senses. But we're not yet seeing the universe from the highest level of the silent witness. We're seeing the universe from a level of the silent witness for sure. But there is still a place deeper that we can go and witness the universe from the highest level. When we witness the universe from the level of Manomaya kosha, the unconscious mind, we are established in cosmic consciousness. This is moksha level 1. When we transcend again and witness the universe from Vijnanamaya kosha, this is the higher celestial realm. Then we are established in moksha level 2, also known as unity consciousness. As God consciousness. Because from that level, we are aware of and can witness the activity in the lower celestial realm. where the devas and the acharya deva gurus, the ascended masters, are normally found. Then when we transcend yet again to Anandamaya Kosha, we are witnessing from the area of the body of bliss. This is the consciousness of the creator of the universe. So from there, we're observing the higher celestial realm. And we're established in unity consciousness, moksha level 3. We see clearly the unity of everything, how it all is part of one consciousness. But we're still embedded in that one consciousness. Then we can transcend again. And we are established in Paramajyoti. Paramajyoti is Krishna's effulgence. It is the consciousness of Krishna that is observing trillions of universes, that is witnessing the activity of trillions and trillions of creators. But we haven't reached the highest level yet. At this level, we're at Brahman consciousness, moksha level 4. That is the objective of this course. But still we can transcend again. We can go beyond even the consciousness of Krishna. That is moksha level 5. We're witnessing even Krishna and his activities as the expression of the full potential of pure being from the level of Shiva. And then we're established in moksha level 5. No worldly good can allure the heart of the wise, who have tested the vanity of temporal things. No earthly evil can obscure their souls, which are as bright as the clear sky, which has no cloud that can darken. No worldly pleasure can gladden the soul of life of the wise man, just as the dance of monkeys can give no joy to the heart of Shiva, which delights in the dancing of Parvati. Now, what does that statement mean? We just referred to Shiva as the highest level of the silent witness. Parvati is the creative energy of Shiva. It is from Parvati that Krishna is eternally existing. This is the dancing of Parvati. The greatest joy is witnessing the delightful activities of Krishna from the silent witness that is Shiva. No earthly delight can have its seat in the heart of the wise. As sunlight is never referred or reflected in a gem hidden under a bushel. The material world appears to be a solid rock to the unmoved ignorant. But it seems like a fleeting wave to the wise. This is because the ignorant are embedded in the illusion. One cannot see the illusion from within it. Just like one cannot see how the magician is performing his magic tricks when sitting in the audience. But if you transcend the audience, if you go behind the scene, behind the stage, and watch the magician, then the magic is completely dissolved. It goes from being a wonderful, amazing experience to just an interesting exercise. The ignorant take great pleasure in the transitory enjoyments of the world, just like the audience of a magic show is watching the magician and having a wonderful time. But the wise, the one who is standing backstage, observing how the magician is really doing the tricks, take them to no account. As a swan despises to look upon the moss of a lake. Now remain established in the deepest level of the silent witness. Always pointing your awareness inward, glancing outward only sufficiently to observe the illusory universe from your peripheral vision. The focus is always the silent witness. The dance is one of keeping the attention deep in the silent witness while watching how the body and the universe move and dance in their play. From this level of the deep silent witness, we start the Trimana Sanyama procedure. on the esoteric Maha Mantra. And balance all the karmic traces that have become enlivened by this reading of the Yoga Vashishta. Take her down.